Hello, all you IBers, or people who might be wondering what the heck an IOP is. But anyways, I will be talking about today the International Baccalaureate Individual Oral Presentation. Talking about it, and then another video I'll set up is my actual IOP that I did, and I got a pretty good score on and everything. But it is the only internal assessment of the language A1, I think. I'm not entirely sure, but that's what I've heard a couple people say. There is, first off, I'll start with the rubric. They grade it off of this piece of paper. I'm trying to let it see it. Internal assessment, oral component. So yeah, A is the knowledge and understanding. Read through, 5 points. I got 5. So not bad, not bad. It says excellent understanding of the work. I did, by the way, I did MLK, A Testament of Hope. It's all his speeches and essays and all that stuff. But the next one is, let me read it first. Interpretation and personal response. There it is. And that is out of 10 points. And for this one, I got a 9, all the way at the bottom. An excellent interpretation. I don't know how, but I did. So, C, the third component out of 4. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. The third component that they grade off of for, the college credit and everything is the presentation. Get it focused in there. There you go. And on that one, I got an 8. Focus and develop response. So I felt pretty good about that. And then the last one, use of language, and that's out of 5 points as well. So it's a total. It's 5, 10, 10, 5. And that's a total of 30 points. And I figured I'd get 4, 8, 8, 4, 24 out of that, which is an 80 as a number grade. But I didn't. I got a 4, 9, 8, 4, which is 2 points higher, which is an 87 or so. But anyways, use of language, D. Y'all look at that. Pause the video, read it, get a magnifying glass. But yeah, it was clear, varied, and precise. So, alright, but that is what they grade the IOP off of. Individual oral presentation. A few tips. First off, just general speeches or oral presentations you'll be giving at any time. When you stand up in front of the crowd, have a visual, use your hands sometimes, but typically it's best with your hands to keep it on note cards. Ask your teacher if you can have note cards. If so, how many. Put notes on there so not only will your hands be distracted, but you also have something to reference if you don't have a visual. Pictures, PowerPoint. Tip, do not put it don't put your hands behind your back or in your pocket or fiddle around. Don't fidget side to side, sit completely still. It is a distraction to all those watching, and it's not good for a presentation. So basically, from all the videos I've seen, there's not been any good ones that help with the IOP at all. So that's why I'm making this. I'm going to start making videos on the IB. I'm only 1 year in the middle years program, and then I'm just entering as a junior, halfway through my junior year of the diploma program. So this is my first assessment to get college credit, and I feel I did good. 26 of 30 points, as I said earlier. But you should, if the teacher is generous, get this packet straight from the IB books, individual oral presentation. And it's a nice little packet. Ooh, yeah, I got markings on there. That's what you do with IB. You learn to annotate everything. It just becomes a habit. I found myself doing that with my Bible. Yeah, it was kind of sad. But basically, you get general things. You want to look at the book, analyze it, read it over and over and over and over and over. Good 5, 6 times maybe. Depends on who you are. Typically, it's an extract from a book or a comparison of the book. I'll read this, but my teacher was like, "Oh yeah, you need all these books that we've read in class so far of his selection, there's 4 of them that we read already, that they all had like small pieces to it, like chapters, acts, or something. He's like, you gotta, if you do comparison or anything, you have to compare, you know, like get 5 acts or pieces out of all the books, so you have enough things to talk about for 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minute presentation. I only used 3, and it lasted me a good 12 minutes. So, I mean, whatever's good for you. So you want to look at the cultural setting of the work and related issues. For MLK, it would be racial injustice, civil rights activists, stuff like that. The thematic focus. Characterization, how he develops the characters. He doesn't really, because he's giving speeches. Techniques and style that he uses, that's the one I focus on mostly, how he persuades his audience, using similes, metaphors, and repetition. You'll check out the other video, the IOP, my actual one. And then the author's attitude towards particular elements of the work, such as character, subject matter, interpretation of particular elements. And so they give you possible activities. Oh, I totally flipped past it. Discussions, class discussions. It's a bit longer than 15 minutes because you're not talking the whole time. It's active. Everyone's involved in the class. There's oral exposés, which are like commentaries. Analyze it. Just structure it. Say, oh yeah, this is this, and this is why he used that. And then finally, there's the role play, which is something creative. You get up and act out something, and then talk about it a bit later. But basically, the entire thing, out of all that, you just want to focus on. They focus on how well you know it. So learn the piece, get it down, memorize your quotes. I mean, have it on a visual of some sort, note cards or something, so you can reference it if you forget it. Have them all in order and everything. Yeah, I'll show you in the next video how I did that. Through appreciation of the aspect, so appreciate it. I mean, don't be like, oh, this is the worst piece ever. I mean, pick something that you like or thinks is interesting. Use of linguistic register, appropriate for the type of presentation. Basically, look at vocabulary, tone, sentence, structure, syntax, diction, expression of moods, and all that stuff. Goody. So, that was just a bit of a tip video. And then I can't show you my PowerPoint, of course, because I have my camera on my laptop. But, yeah, so check out the other video for the actual IOP, my personal one. I haven't seen anyone else actually do good videos about it, so hopefully this helps.